You've mentioned something about like you being estranged early on and all that. So in hindsight, what do you wish you had known back then that you think would have changed how things are now with her and her bipolar?
I should have ran a DNA test on her dad.
Just to be sure.
Right?
Yeah, you should have known early on.
I should have known, right? No, literally. I mean, I'm joking, but really, there's been days where I sit back like, let me say this way. When I first found out or really understood what was going on, where it came from, I'm going to say this. I actually smoked so much weed, marijuana, and as I'm learning, that's what happens. When they are experiencing something that they themselves don't understand, like in her case, as I understand with bipolar, you have like racing thoughts and you're constantly moving. You're just moving. And I don't know what speed, but maybe she felt like, Superwoman or something. I don't know. But apparently smoking the marijuana would slow her down and calm her down, which is why she smoked so much of it. So what I'm going to say to that is at the time, I didn't understand the why. I was like, why is she smoking all this weed? What's wrong with her? And I was like, look, I told her, I said, look, you don't know everything that I do from a work standpoint. I said, and I understand that, but I can't have that around me. I don't want that around me. Now, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what part of the brain is going to mess your head up, but I'm going to say that I felt like the weeds at some point. I said, well, maybe perhaps you got a hold of like some weed or something, or marijuana that wasn't good for you. Or maybe it was laced with something that you don't know, and this is what caused it. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't the weed. Now, I'm not saying that marijuana or any type of drug does not impact you, because it does. What I'm sharing with you is that I was wrong. I thought that maybe it was the marijuana that was causing that. That maybe she was laced with something that she was unaware of. But as it turns out, bipolar and depression disorder is genetics on her dad's side of the family. So I researched my family tree anyway, because I just wanted to know. I talked to my grandma and I said, hey, grandma, like, do we have this in our side of the family at all? Like, where? She's like, no, we don't. So, and I even talked to my mother, like, where is this coming from on our side of the family? She said, no, we don't. So really what it boils down to, I wish I had known that her dad was bipolar. Had I known he was bipolar, this is something that I could have paid attention to. I could have maybe taken her to the doctor many, many years ago, when there was a lot of things going on that I didn't understand or couldn't comprehend. So what I'm going to say is that on her dad's side of the family, they kept it hush-hush that he was bipolar and that he had depression. They didn't discuss it. They didn't talk about it. They just didn't say anything about it at all. And I don't know why that is. I have no idea.